Hey there! Welcome to the Joint Committee. Appreciate you showing up. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing out?
Doing great. How about you, Ash? Good. I'm glad to hear it. How are things going in your personal lives? Without getting too personal, obviously.
Dream every day,
Oh, yeah, living the dream. That's what a white guy's supposed to say when somebody asks them how things are going, right? Yeah, token response. And then we got Ash over here trying not to get deported and shit,
Exactly.
right?
I keep saying that the bright side of that is I might be able to finally bother my birth family. Not
There you
meet
go.
them, bother
Right.
them.
Exactly. Cause problems for them.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Gotcha.
Cause
Cool.
problems.
Goals.
Goals.
The vision board and all that shit.
There's a silver lining to...
Yeah, there you go. Silver lining to the deportation. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Wow. So yeah,
I'm only a citizen. I do feel like I do need to...
Yeah, we will point that out directly. She is a natural, she was adopted into the country as a baby. Yeah, yep. So don't come for us.
I employed her. I can verify that.
Exactly. Yeah. So she is a member of this country, and we're gonna treat her as such. So fuck you. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, we're. Yeah, right? Yeah, so this is the first episode of the Joint Committee that we've moved to a pre-recorded format, mainly because we all suffer from some sort of like social anxiety and things like that, and so it's just a lot more relaxed. So we hope that you guys enjoy it. Again, we appreciate you showing up. We are in the midst of episode 9, so this is actually like episode 9.5. Right? That's why I'm not giving you guys inspiration at the beginning of this episode. So you are, because we are still like right in the midst of what's going on. You just found a body of one of the druids. Yep. You know this person, but they weren't they were just like an ancillary, whatever.
Yeah. We decided that their name was August.
There you go.
I knew them because obviously they were around from the druid circle and everything, but I didn't personally have an emotional connection to them past just community. Yeah.
Oki would die for her friends, but if you're not her friend, you basically don't exist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Friends for life.
No friendship bracelet for her.
So.
No
Exactly.
What's friendship?
Easily forgotten. So yeah, so you guys are still right in the midst of this cave.
Yep.
And last we went, you guys had scared off some bats and found this body.
We did not ask questions.
Exactly. Said, fuck it, get the fuck out of here. So now you're kind of at a crossroads here. Let me pull up my map also. And, which direction do you guys want to go?
I think we should head over here.
I agree with that.
I think we need to explore further into this tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can now move your own characters because we got everything finally set up the way we actually wanted to, which is really nice.
Would be like our standard marching order.
Yeah. What I was basically doing was like make a little group, and then if you click and drag, you can move all of them at once.
Yep. I was just getting this.
Yep. So yeah, and then
menagerie of animals.
You have a lantern.
Yep.
Right?
So I can see 45 feet.
Okay. And I'm assuming, and I'm kind of just giving you something here, that you have like something on your person, like on your belt, that you could like hang that from during combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember that you have that in your hands.
Okay.
Okay? Because like your spellcasting takes 2 hands.
Yeah, so I'd have to hook it onto my belt.
Exactly. Yep. And that's a manipulate item action.
Oof.
Which takes an action.
He's getting into the nitty-gritty now, guys.
Yes. Getting into the actual...
Please?
well, in combat, I should say. We'll be going more by the rules a little bit. But yeah, out of combat, this is the same show it's always been,
I guess we can do it.
A heist in chicken feathers, effectively.
So we are, yeah, we're just kind of moved towards that.
All right. So your torch gives you 40 feet,
45 feet, I believe. Let me double check. But
and then I know you have what 60 feet of dark vision.
I do.
Okay.
Looks like I'm just gonna.
so it has bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
Yeah, so 45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so I can see about 45 feet in front of me.
Okay. All right, so I've basically revealed what you can see from the spot that you're in right now.
Okay.
Okay. So not a hell of a lot.
Yeah,
looks
but
like.
so let's go ahead and just kind of march on forward.
All right, so if you're just going to go ahead and kind of march into this, then let me just kind of like reveal stuff,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
I'll move you into place. When you would be able to see what's going on in this room, I'll put you there.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
No further forward. Are you trying to like stealth forward at all, or are you just guys? Are you guys walking? I mean, you got a lot of things with you, so like the stealth checks are going to
I
be
don't
hard.
think we're necessarily being stealthy, but I don't think we're necessarily like clomping around like a herd of elephants either.
Yeah,
Okay.
relatively quiet.
Gotcha. All right.
It's
So.
like when you know, like, okay, we're trying to be quiet, but it doesn't really matter, sort of thing.
Right.
We also have a herd of animals with us, and animals make fucking noise.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the issue.
And I am me right now. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not.
in
Yeah,
wild
you're not
shape
in-
form or anything. So.
Yeah, no.
Out of character. I just need to say that I'm fucking salty that I still do not have a reputation or a debut Taylor's versions announcement yet.
No.
Just throwing that out there in the universe. What the
All
fuck
right.
is
Well, that's gonna have to stay in the episode. So.
this?
Taylor, how dare you?
I know, right?
All right.
I know you watch this.
So.
Exactly.
mm,
She personally was like, oh, it's after Sunday. Let me.
Let's check out the joint committee. Maybe
Okay.
someday.
So, if you would kindly move yourself to the or I should say the group, to right about there, where I'm painting. That's where you would be able to see this druid, right? And disregard the token. No, too far. Yep, Gorthan is in a good spot. Oki's got to get moved back. There you go. That's like right there. Yes, perfect.
I'm guessing I kind of moved up ahead of the animals.
Yeah, that makes
Before
sense.
Fans, like, kind of slowing down. Like, oh, am I
Yes.
seeing something? She's like,
All
oh,
right.
what do you see?
So you move forward, and in this room, the first thing that catches your eye when the light of Gorthan's torch reaches it, that's when you move forward,
Yep.
right? Which I'll reveal a little bit more in a minute, what you'll be able to see past that. So what you see when you enter this extremely high ceilinged room,
Okay.
right? This room, the walls are carved bookshelves.
Okay.
All right. Almost every wall is a carved bookshelf. And almost every wall was filled with books. And now many of the books have fallen. I want you guys to make nature checks. Given everything that you've seen in this place.
17 was
10 minus 1 is going to be 9.
Okay. That's actually
Nature
high
check.
enough to figure this out, so.
You said a nature check?
Yeah.
17 plus 4.
Okay, so you have no problem figuring this out, and I'll give you a little bit more information too, but there must have been like maybe an earthquake or some sort of seismic event in this area, because nothing else would have knocked all of these books off the shelf like as many that are knocked off, right?
Okay.
As high up as they are. Because when I say high vaulted ceiling, I mean this is like 40 feet up, right? And the room itself has a gradual slope downward. All right. And since we don't have to describe the map anymore for people, it's super fucking helpful, right? When you think about the so Gorthan is the one that's like, as you start entering this room, you see all these books on the ground and just the amount of damage that's been done to them, like the amount of knowledge that's been potentially lost. How does Gorthan feel about that?
Gorthan's finally starting to understand what books can do, so he's a little bit frustrated. He's a little bit looking around like, what happened here?
Oki sees the books on the ground and thinks about the holes in the ceiling that weren't there. There's no way that this was just an earthquake. Okay? You can tell that they're like due to how high you rolled on your nature check, like you know this area well enough. You've traveled to this scriptorium many times, I imagine. You know that there's really never been any seismic activity in this area before.
Okay.
Right? Ever. So this would either be the first time that there's ever been an earthquake here, or it was caused by something else. Unnatural.
I wish detect magic was a fucking cantrip.
So, as you move forward, though, you are thinking about this and you're talking about this, and then you catch sight of someone that you recognize, someone that you know and care for. You see Clove.
Oh.
Clove the halfling. I'm sorry, the gnome.
Yeah.
Clove is a gnome.
Oh.
Yes. You see Clove. And they look kind of haggard, but also wounded. Like they were fighting, right? And they're currently in a very defensive stance, facing away from you. They haven't seen you yet.
Okay.
Okay? What do you do? What do you do in that
I know
moment?
that it's close.
Yes, you recognize them immediately, not only from their stature, but from the trinkets that they carry and the robe that they're wearing and like literally everything. You would know this person in a crowded marketplace.
Right.
You know what I mean? That kind of level of knowledge. Like you know this person. And being that they look in this state, I would imagine Oki's a bit worried right off the bat. So what would Oki do?
She'd probably kind of be like, oh my gosh, Clove. And without any regard to anything else, just kind of rush over.
All right.
And
So
yeah,
as you
myself up.
as you start rushing forward, yep. Gorthan, do you move with? Do you move to intercept? What do you do?
I kind of first look at her like, what are you? Oh, shit. And then just kind of keep following her.
All right, so I'm going to move you guys now,
okay.
Just enough to kind of reveal everything. Right? So you move up to Clove, and you're like 15 feet behind them when they finally turn and see you over their shoulder. Right? Now I'm going to reveal all of this.
It's about to get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I hang my lantern on my belt.
Yeah. As you start to move forward, you hang your lantern.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. Oki, why are you so dumb?
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we got this, Oki.
Okay. So first of all, everybody make a perception check.
7.
That was with your.
Yeah, with my modifier.
You're at 7.
Yep.
Okay, well, at least I started out with 8.
All right.
What's perception of 5, so 13.
13 perception. Okay. So you see Clove standing there, and as you move forward, they turn and they see you, and they kind of look at you almost in a dismissive manner, but then you see like what's in front of them and what's going on, and you realize like, oh shit, they're in trouble, right? In front of them are 6 dretches. Okay. What the fuck is a dretch? Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
8.
14 plus 4
Let's roll
is
over here.
18.
Okay, cool. So dretches are fiends. Okay, so they're demons.
Okay.
Right? And because you rolled so high, I'm going to give you a little extra information. They are immune to poison and the poison condition, and they also have resistance to lightning, cold, and fire. So they'll take half damage from any of those sources that deal that type of damage.
Of course,
Okay.
fire would be included. What the fuck?
And then
Looks like a good old Gorthan smash and
Yeah.
across from them, fighting them, are these like fishmen. Right? Go ahead and roll. Oh, this one's gonna be.
History.
You know what? I will allow.
Hell yeah, that's
I will allow history or
Survival?
I'll allow survival. Sure. I assume those are like your best scores.
Yep. 15.
Okay.
11 plus history is plus 4.
So 15 each.
Yep.
All right, cool. So I'll give you a bit of information. These guys are aberrations. Okay? The term aberration that you guys would understand means that at some point these creatures came from another plane. Right? Or they were magically created. Right? Something. Nobody really knows. And I'm telling you this because you rolled history, right? Nobody really knows where they came from or whatever, right? Most of the time they don't interact with people because they're fucking evil, right? They're neutral evil, so they don't have like a code or like anything like that. They're survivalists effectively, right? And you know this also. Gorthan.
Okay.
You've heard stories about these fishmen and how they will keep anyone in the fight, like at the end of the fight, if people are alive, they'll take them alive and keep them alive and generally feast off of them at some point. They may use them for slave labor, nobody's really sure. But generally it's understood that if you get taken by the Kuatoa that you are dead.
Sweet, so we gotta kill everybody.
Yep, so they all gotta die.
The
Great.
Dretches are fighting the Kuatoa, right? And behind the Kuatoa is another one that looks like a little bit bigger, right? Where the other ones are small. But behind them is someone a bit larger, and they have this big spear, right? Or a staff, I should say, that has like a crab claw attached to the end of it, right? And the crab claw is moving. Like as
Yeah.
they go to like make a move, the crab claw like clamps shut along with their like talking. So it seems to be like they're able to manipulate it.
So that's what's
So we gotta.
controlling. Take that guy.
Yeah.
That being said,
Take over the crab claw.
Yeah.
what were your perception checks again? Like 8,
Yeah.
7, something like that. Not great. 14,
Yeah,
I think
so.
maybe.
I think mine was 14 and his was 8.
You, from what you can tell, like the way that Clove is standing, the Dretches seem to almost be like they seem to be fighting with the Dretches.
Okay.
Like almost like the Kuatoa in the back is like commanding and doing stuff. They seem to be doing the same thing for the Dretches.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll initiative. We're gonna get right into it. And then if you guys want to say anything or something like that, because these guys are actively engaged in combat.
Clove is hurt, right?
Seems to be a bit wounded, yes. Alright.
Yes. 19.
Always nice
19
to,
plus 1.
always nice to roll well on initiative.
Oh, God.
16 plus 2. So we're going to be at 18. Fuck yeah.
So I got a dirty 20, and I thought for a second, because it was either 19 or 3, and it fucking flipped over to the 19 in the bubble at the last fucking minute. Thank God. If I would have rolled a 4 on initiative, I might have cried.
Oh.
Hey, crying's a free action.
That should be a sticker.
Oh. Crying is a free action.
It's written on one of the signs somewhere here.
Nice. Wait. No.
Oh.
No, don't add all
Feel like
those.
for any of you magic nerds out there, the old saying, you can rescind the game at any time.
Okay. So what did Gorthan get for initiative?
Gorthan got 18.
18 for Gorthan. And what did Oki get?
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Beautiful. Okay. And we will
Yeah.
auto initiative you guys. And start combat. All right. Oki actually goes first.
I'm just going to get out my longbow right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to just. I think I have enough. Can I see the guy? Yeah.
This room is lit up.
Okay, so I can see him. And
Yeah,
I'm
they have
within
like
range,
the
so
torches in here are lit.
I'm gonna take a shot at boss man,
The guy in the back,
the Kuatoa thing.
whip,
Yep.
the one in the back.
Yeah.
Big boss man.
What's the range on your bow? Just curious.
Like 130 feet.
Something like that. I know it's like 145 or some bullshit like that, and you're only like 70 feet away from him. So yeah.
Let's see, I'm 90 feet.
150 is
Okay,
my range.
cool. Yeah, so you're well within range.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead and take a shot.
17 plus 3.
That's a hit, definitely.
Okay, yes.
Dirty 20, absolutely.
Fuck
a hit.
yeah.
Beautiful.
1d8 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3.
Okay,
Not
3
gonna
damage.
roll better, but and then it also says that I can cast a bonus action,
You can.
and I would like to do that on Clove.
Okay.
Look at you.
Nice. How much healing does Clove get? And what's the healing word? What's the good word?
Get back in this fight, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go, bitch.
Yeah, let's go, bitch.
And Clove,
Yep.
Clove is emboldened by your battle cry.
It says regain 2d4 plus 3.
All right. Let's see what you get. Go ahead and roll 2d4s plus 3.
2.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. So,
So
5 plus 3.
So 8.
8.
Very nice. As you do this, you see Clove is fully healed. All of the wounds are you are able to heal all of Clove's wounds.
Ah, good friend.
And Clove kind of turns to you and gives you like that single nod. They've always been quiet,
Yeah.
right? Gnomes are usually just really inquisitive, and so that's Clove really fits that stereotype where they don't really talk a lot until something interests them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and you can't shut them up, right? So you say, let's go, bitch. And Clove feels this magical energy swell through them. Their wounds heal. The cut that they had on their cheeks knits closed. And they give you that single nod that is like they only give that when they really appreciate someone. Otherwise, they're just kind of like, yeah, thanks, whatever.
Yeah.
You all kind of have that aesthetic to you. That's just why you fit so well with each other.
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
as you do that, I want you guys to make a perception check. This is a free one.
Good freaking lord.
Okay. Some shit's about to happen because
8.
9.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't. Don't worry about like spending inspiration on this one or anything like that. Okay, this is a weird question. Look at your languages and tell me what you guys speak, because I need to know if you'd be able to understand this guy or not. I highly doubt you will have the language that he
Common,
speaks.
Druidic, Dwarvish, Goblin.
Okay.
Common sign language, Draconic, and Goblin.
Okay, so no. So this, the Kuatoa in the back, like as you like send the because you got to like do something right to make this happen, and the magic swells through. The Kuatoa like points at Clove and then points at you and that's what their language sounds like to you. But you don't understand what they're saying. But they're clearly like admonishing you for what you're doing. Okay. Anyway, beyond that, we do a bunch of damage, and then we go next. The Kuatoa all rolled like really well.
Lovely.
So they all basically get to go before you, but you'll be after them. So I'm just going to kind of like roll through this really quick because they're fighting the Dretches.
Yep.
The Kuatoa stabs one of these Dretches, and the Dretches don't look like they've been hurt yet. Okay, but the Kuatoa seem like they're a little worse for wear. A couple of them have some wounds on them already, right? But this Kuatoa comes in and fucking takes his spear and stabs this Dretch and does a shit ton of damage to him, right? Then the next one, they're basically just doing the same thing, right? Stabbing and fighting. That's also a hit.
Stabbing.
They're not bad. They're fighting decently. They're doing some damage, and
Turns out.
as you guys are standing there watching these Kuatoa fight these Dretches, they fight like a squad, right? Like they are trained fighters. And so they're stabbing, they're doing some damage. One of them misses, but most of them find their target when they're fighting these dretches, right? And then we come up to Gorthan.
So Gorthan, as soon as he sees all these people, starts opening his book and flipping through, hoping to find a spell. And as usual, one kind of lights up to him. I mean, he casts Eldritch Blast
Very nice.
right at the main Kuotoa.
The one that just like was bitching at.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So you're taking a shot at the big guy in the back.
7 plus 2, so a 9 to hit that.
Before I tell you if it's a hit or a miss, do you want to spend your... You think you missed, clearly, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to spend your inspiration? Because you never spent your
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
start of the session
Right.
one. You said you got a 9 to hit?
Yep.
Do you want to... You were talking about spending your... Or I
Yep.
brought it up, I guess I should
He did.
say. But
Yep.
And then he re-rolled. And now he...
all right, so what'd you get?
So I got an 18 plus 2, so it's going to be a dirty 20.
That is definitely a hit. All right, awesome. So you hit the Kuoto whip, the guy that's like in the back, keeping him in line. That's
Yep.
what they're called. So you hit him for 9 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So after, do you want to move or anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to charge forward as well.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself.
Let's see, I can move.
Next is Karma. So kind of, what do you want Karma to do? Which you can also move them with on the map also.
I will do that.
Do you have like a bonus action they want to use or anything?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry,
Decide what one.
Gorthan.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, we're on Karma.
She can deliver spells because she's my familiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want her to start moving up and
She's
like...
going to start moving up and... She is going to deliver...
Hold on. Because you've got to move her into place first. Okay, so the way it works, right, is they use their actions to move into place,
Okay.
and then they use their reaction on your turn to deliver a spell.
Okay.
All right? So what you want to maybe do is say, like, she's going to ready an action to move towards the one that gets the closest, or whatever, right? Something to that effect.
She is going to ready an action to... She's going to move up... What's her...
Movement is 40 feet. Sorry.
40 feet.
Excuse me.
Can she run any further, or is that considered, like, can she dash
Yeah.
or anything like that?
She can double move.
Does that,
Be 80 feet instead.
does that take away any actions or anything like that, or is that something that she can just do anyway?
I mean, technically, it doesn't take away an action. Or it takes, I should say, it does technically take 2 actions to do that. But, like, your familiar can't attack.
Right.
So, really, all they can do is to move.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's fine for them to just use their move to dash.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to run up 80 feet or whatever double my movement speed would be, and then...
Deliver a touch-based spell to
Correct,
somebody
or-
who's at range.
Or,
No.
like,
Exactly.
jab them or something.
Right.
Okay, cool.
But, like, your familiar can't, like, move in and attack.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So, she is going to move up to...
I mean, she can get, like,
Pretty long.
you see the two circles on the map?
Yeah.
She can get, like, right in between those.
Yeah.
And she could get, like, all the way around behind the Kuatoa. If she wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah?
Because.
So if you want, she can get up behind one of them and deliver a touch-based spell on your next turn. So remember, the spell won't go off until your turn. You have to use your actions to cast it.
Because I want her to deliver mold earth when she can.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So what that basically means is she would move up to about there. So she's within 5 feet of one of them.
That's Robin.
Oh, my bad.
But otherwise, yeah. Yep.
So yeah, she'll move like there. And
Yep.
then on your turn, you'll be able to cast Mold Earth, but have your familiar deliver the spell instead.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
That's what we will do.
So after Karma, it is the Whip's turn. So he's going to cast Spell as a bonus action. And he seems to be, like, he casts it, he raises his staff above his head and shakes it a little bit. And all of a sudden this, like, light comes down from his staff and, like, bathes across him. And he just, like, shimmers a little bit. That's all it really seems to do. And then...
Chris healed himself.
Yeah.
Bastard healing himself, how dare you? Only we're allowed to do that.
I know, right? You're our side. What the hell?
Evil people are not allowed to heal themselves. It's like the rules.
Whether you did or not.
Alright, so after he casts that spell, he, yeah, okay. So he takes his staff and he holds it almost like he's pulling it back like a baseball bat. And all of a sudden he goes, and like throws up this slimy ball and fucking smacks it with his staff.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna roll.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna roll.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Let's see
Oof.
Alright. So the two people in range, one is Clove and the other is Gorthan.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so I'm going to roll a die and see which one of you gets hit. 1, 2, 3 is Clove. 4, 5, 6 is Gorthan. 6.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Okay, it still has to hit me, though.
Yep, so he's got to hit you.
I got this.
Book issue.
He's going to make an attack roll.
1. 0.
Not much better. 9 is not going to hit you, right?
No, sir.
Alright, so he smacks this fucking slimy glob that he threw up and tries to hit it at you, and it goes whizzing past your head. But as it does, you get this disgusting, acrid, acidic smell. Like if it had hit you, it would have probably done some acid damage.
Oof.
But you missed. And so, with that, he is going to move a little bit. Do you see that blue circle behind him?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
That's water.
Okay.
That was not there. This place was not flooded the last time you were here. And as you look, you see, as the room slowly grades down, right? The bookshelves that are carved into the walls follow it, and some of the bookshelves are underwater. which obviously they would not have done. So this room has flooded
Damn.
in some way.
I wonder if there's a cantrip for that.
So he moves back that way to try and get like a better aim at Clove, because that seems to be the one he's fighting. Do you want Robin involved in this at all?
They can't really do shit.
No.
Okay, I remove him entirely from time.
Thank you.
All right, now it's Clove's turn.
Get him, Clove.
Oh, Clove.
All right, so Clove is going to move forward a bit,
Okay.
and
Get him, Clove. Get him.
just right to about there, and is going to lash out with the staff. You see that Clove has a staff in their hand, right? And it's got these weird, like, vines on it, but some of them look like they've been, like, burnt.
Okay.
Alright. And then it has, like, a weird smell to it, too. Like, not like burning hair, but, like, it just doesn't smell like burning wood. It smells like there's more to it than that. It's hard to pick out, though.
Interesting.
You can use an action on one of your turns to find out more information if you would like to. But so they do that, and they're going to do that at the Kuatoa Whip.
Okay.
And so they take this staff and they raise it above their head, and then they lash out, and these vines grow from this thing. These, like, tendrils of, like, light and darkness and, like, just magic. Just, like, infused magic, chaotic magic. And it's +5 to hit.
Oh, lovely.
But misses, unfortunately.
Fucking
The
Clove.
Kuatoa dodges out of the way just at the last moment. Part of it hits him, right? Part of it hits the Kuatoa, but bounces off.
Oof.
Like, that shimmery part of him
Mhm.
seems to be protecting him.
Exactly.
So, after that, it is Karen's turn. And then the Dretches get to go. You haven't healed the badger either, by the way.
Yeah, I need
Don't
to do
forget.
that.
So it's Karen's turn. Do you want to give Karen any specific instructions?
I don't know. Help us kill this thing.
What
Point
thing?
to the big one and say,
Yeah.
eat.
Eat.
Okay.
And,
All right. So one of these Dretches, the one on the end that's closest to Karen, sees the snake and kind of turns and looks at it, and all of a sudden, like, bends down a little bit and passes gas. Right?
Awesome.
Literally farts. And it is this malodorous, dark, miasmic cloud that comes
Oh,
out
God.
of this thing's ass. And everything within 10 feet has to make a Constitution saving throw, which
Oh, boy.
includes Karen.
Oh, no.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
So one of you guys go ahead and roll a Constitution save for Karen.
What do I have?
Karen
D20.
gets +1 to this roll.
You got this.
16
Okay.
plus
you,
1.
You succeed. You're good.
Oh, thank you, Taylor Swift.
One of the Kuatoa fails. So he is poisoned. He can only take actions or bonus actions, not both.
Lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, just farted a disgusting ass cloud and so, and then this Kuatoa up here, I'm sorry, not Kuatoa, this Dretch, right, the one kind of closest to Clove, lashes out at the Kuatoa. Also, and hits for 4 damage. Kuatoa aren't looking too good at this moment.
Good.
And then this Dretch over here is going to do the same thing with the fetid cloud. He's going to hunker down and fart real hard,
Lovely.
trying to get all 3 of these Kuatoa. Unfortunately, he doesn't realize that Karma is right behind the Kuatoa. So Karma's going to have to make a Constitution save.
Oh no, Karma.
No, they're made of smoke.
Yep.
They get any bonus?
+0 Constitution.
Oh.
Didn't pick a very hardy familiar, unfortunately. Did you fail?
No, it wasn't a fail, no. It's a 9.
Oh, that's a fail.
That's it.
DC 10, unfortunately.
Oh, of course it is.
Yep. Oh, it's actually DC 11. But, yeah. One of the other Kuatoa failed also, though. Or, I'm sorry, 2 of the other Kuatoa failed also, though. So, there's something at least.
There's something at least.
There's something at least.
Not really.
So, yeah, Karma is going to be limited to 1 action next turn because of that.
God damn it.
Can I do something?
You can now, because we're back to the top of the order, with Oki. It is Oki's turn. So you can deliver that spell, but you gotta remember that does take your action, too. Like, you have to cast the spell, and then the familiar uses its reaction to then cast, to finish the casting.
Let's just fucking go ahead and cast that good old bird.
Okay. Which one? You want to cast on the one right next to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one is going to take a dexterity save. Here. 15. So he doesn't fall prone, but he's 5 foot down in a hole.
Okay.
The one next to him is also going to make a dex save. He fails.
Good.
So he falls on top of the other one. And I'm going to make him take a d6 of damage.
Okay.
He takes 3 damage from falling on that guy's spines and fucking, everything else. Alright. And then you wanted to cast Healing Word?
No.
Or did you not need to do that?
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Alright, you want to do anything else?
Actually, I think I want to... Yeah, I think that's...
Okay. You don't want to move up or anything?
No.
Alright. Kuatoa are going to go toe-to-toe with the Dretches again. trying to fucking get rid of any of them that they can. Hit for 5 damage. So another Kuatoa is able to stab a direction in the face. These little evil, demonic looking fucking weird things. And go to that one. This guy. So Kuatoa right next to Karma is down in the hole. That one. Yes. So he's going to. Oh, that guy was prone. So he's going to get up and unsap for you. And this guy's going to climb out of the hole. Because he was on his feet. And then he's going to try and stab at the crotch. But yeah, they were like super fucking confused when all the fucking ground started going up from under them.
Yeah,
Shit.
that'd be kind of unsettling.
Ooh, that's something nice. Alright. I believe. No, Gorthan.
Yes.
It's your turn.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast again. I know, say the line, Warlock.
Yep.
Eldritch Blast at Mr. Whip up there.
This guy. Yeah.
Oof, that's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a 7 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Sorry.
Yep.
Alright.
And then I'm just going to kind of push forward as well. Maybe try to move up towards Karma.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself.
Let's see. 30 feet.
Where do you want Karma to go next? What spells do you really have that are that deal damage?
Let's see, I was gonna cast. Entangle.
Is that a touch spell?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be a good one, for sure.
Right range, 10 feet, instantaneous. One action, 90 feet, yeah. It doesn't say touch, it just says 90 feet on it.
Then it's not touch.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I can't
no.
do that?
It would say touch, specifically. I'm allowing you to, like, basically cast your spells from Karma's position
Okay,
or
cool.
from your position, effectively.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Really cool.
Thanks.
I thought they made familiars a bit too limited, so.
So, yeah, I just,
Yeah,
I think
basically.
she'll be good standing where she's
Okay.
at. Maybe if anything, move up slightly, because there's gonna be a thing on there for anyone in a 20-foot radius. So.
Okay. So she's good where she's at then?
I think she needs to move up just a little bit away from Gorthan.
Oh, crap.
Where did Gorthan move?
Next to her.
Yeah, I was moving next to Karma.
Okay, so Karma.
I need her to move a little bit.
Probably like
Yeah, that's
right
good.
there.
Yep. Just
Is
away.
it emanating from Karma or a point you can see?
It says for entangle, it just says casting time, one action.
Mm-hmm.
Range area is 90 feet by 20 foot.
No, what? Hold
Range,
on.
90-foot range in a 20-foot area.
Oh, okay. So yes, yeah, it's a 20-foot area, 20-foot diameter. any spot within 90 feet of you or your familiar.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so after Karma, we go to the Kuatoa Whip. And once again, he is going to he sees Gorthan like coming around the side, and you just launched another Eldritch Blast at him, right? She's kind of like focused on you at the moment. You're a big target.
Great.
So
Hit me,
once
motherfucker,
again,
I dare you.
he's going to.
Hopefully, Flo wants to be our friend after this and let everybody from their fucking poison. Spell is that?
Okay. So yeah, he's gonna he's gonna stand there for a second, like tee himself up and fucking whack this nasty, disgusting glob at you.
2, 1.
I rolled out of the box the first time. That's correct. +4, so 19 to hit.
It hits.
All right. So
It's okay.
I'm not gonna search through that for D4.
I've been waiting for this moment. You have no idea.
You got lucky because I only rolled 8 damage.
Okay. So, as a reaction, I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Okay.
So, the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by green flames. It makes a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, let's make a dexterity saving throw here. He has... Oh, that's his worst save, too. Let's see what he gets. Natural 4.
Fuck yeah!
That's
So
a
he
fail.
takes 2d10 fire damage.
Jesus!
Hell yeah.
Alright,
Okay,
roll them
Gorthan.
bones, man. 2d10s. Brutal.
9.
Yep.
9 damage?
Yep. 9 points of fire damage.
Fuck, dude. Ouch. Alright, so he's not looking good. He's not super happy about that, you know. Just fucking whipping flames at him and shit.
He just goes up in a burst of flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smacks this blob at you, and right as it hits you, you like the energy from the hit is like partially absorbed into your magic, and it just like I don't even think Gorthan would realize what he's doing.
No, I think it just kind of happened automatically,
Yes.
and I would almost say it burst out of the front of his book, which I don't have at the moment, but...
Yeah, but yes, just like the flame, just like a little magic circle like
Yeah.
appears in the air and just fucking green flame spits out around him and engulfs him.
Fuck yeah.
Does a bunch of damage.
Gorthan kind of looks at him. Hit me again, motherfucker!
Yes.
Nope. All
I
right.
can only do that once.
So with that, we move on to the druid. We move on to Clove. And Clove is going to... let's see. Alright. So she's going to move up, and she's going to try and smack this dude with this vine staff, right? First thing that she does is she, once again, like, pulls it back and tries to whip that weird energy, that chaotic energy at him.
Mm-hmm.
So, she's gonna... Oh, ho, ho. And she hit. 13. Is that a hit? It is. It meets, it beats.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so he had cast Shield of Faith on himself, which gives him a +2 to AC. Right? but she was able to hit him with this. And it's going to deal... Oof. God damn, 14 fucking damage.
Oof.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, Chloe.
Hell
So
yeah.
this dude is not looking good now. Like, this, like, hits him right square in the throat where he's spitting up the globs from.
Mhm.
And it, like, bursts part of his throat open. Right? So he's, like, freaking the fuck out. And he's not happy with what's going on, obviously. Right? Well, then, after that energy comes out, she turns and tries to whack one of the Kuatoa that's within her reach.
Okay.
And she's going to make her attack roll. Oh, she definitely hits.
Yeah.
And gets 13 fucking damage.
Nice.
So she kills one of the Kuatoa. Turns around and whips him with that staff, right?
Hell yeah.
And
Hell
as she hits him, you
yeah.
see that like some of the energy that was in that attack comes out and like seems to deal a little bit of extra damage to the creature.
Okay.
So that one is now dead.
Hell yeah. Kill them all.
Alright, it's Karen's turn. Karen's gonna keep moving. Gets right up next to him. Tries to strike. What do you guys want to make the attack roll? +4.
18 plus 4.
Hell yeah,
Yep,
Karen.
Definitely a hit.
Eat 'em.
Go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 2 piercing damage.
2d8.
Come on, Karen. Come on, Karen.
3 and 6 is 9.
Alright. So Karen lashes out at this guy, right? And she gets him, like, right in the side of the face. And just immediately starts wrapping herself around him. And you can see that as she's doing this, she's starting to unhinge her jaw. Like, she's just going to start consuming this guy.
Hell yeah.
He's dead.
Can I sprint over and grab the staff out of his hand before she swallows it?
He drops everything when he dies. So it's just laying on the ground there.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, so Karen...
So he's dead. Now we got to kill the rest of these
Karen
fuckers.
is the moment.
He is a moment.
Once again.
Always.
Once again.
What will we do without Karen?
But yeah, so Karen fucking comes up from behind and fucking starts swallowing him. All the other Kuatoa are freaked out
There's no
by this.
explanation. Just reputation.
Exactly.
There you
Give a nice little sear for Karen.
go. Alright, with that, the Dretches are going to make some attacks. I'm just going to kind of hand wave this because you guys kind of are starting to get this well in hand.
Yeah.
I'm just going to deal a little bit of damage and then...
Fuck yeah,
back
Karen.
At the top with Oki.
Okay. I'm gonna
Finish these guys off. I mean, you still can.
Let's go for it, I guess.
Where exactly are you casting? You want to make a 20-foot square.
Yeah.
It's going to get like all the Dretches and all the Kuatoa, but it's also going to get... No, you can get one group of Kuatoa or the other.
Okay.
That's kind of how it's going to work.
I'll get,
But it's also going to hit the Dretches, too.
yeah, that's okay. I'll go for it.
Doesn't really matter much, it seems.
Right here.
Okay. Only one that succeeded is the Kuatoa on the edge, closest to Karen.
Okay.
Everybody else is restrained.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Make a perception check as you do this.
Both of us?
No, just like
13 plus is it perception?
Yeah. Actually, insight. Sorry. Should be insight.
Insight?
Yeah.
13 plus 3 is 16.
Okay. You catch a glance from Clove as you do this, and she looks slightly annoyed.
Okay.
Right. But beyond that, that's about it. So do you have anything else you want to do?
No.
No? Okay. The Kuatoa are going to make some attacks. I'm going to quickly roll those. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. And that's a hit. Alright, so they're putting up a good fight, but as they do, they start to, like, back up. Right? What's their bone speed? 30.
Right into my grasp.
Mm-hmm.
The Kuatoa E is not going to be able to get away from you without an attack of opportunity. If you
Awesome.
would like to take it.
Yes, I would. I'll
So,
go ahead and take his
smack
book.
him with that fucking book.
Smack the shit out of him. Ooh, 9 plus 4, so it's going to be a 12. Or no, 13.
That's a hit. Beats the beats.
Hell yeah.
He has a shield that he's trying to block
7.
you. 7 damage?
7 plus 2.
So 9 damage.
9 damage, yeah.
Gotcha. You feel like that was equivalent to about half of his fucking health.
Hell yeah.
Like you smacked him hard.
Gorthen cast crush!
He starts like as he tries to run away from you. Alright. So now we're at the point where we're at Gorthan's turn again. Do you want to keep going or do you want to let them go? Karen is occupied, so she's not going to be trying to fight them as they go by.
That one that I just hit, I'm going to hit him again with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. I'm amazed you don't have fucking like lightning bolt or some bullshit because if you did, I accidentally made them in a perfect line.
I wish I did. I unfortunately do not.
Yeah.
I've got Firebolt, but I don't think that would.
Yeah, no.
That's not gonna
Lightning bolt's a 100-foot line. You hit everybody in the line,
Ooh.
or it's like a 60-foot line. One of the two. But yeah.
So yeah, Eldritch Blast.
All right, blast that motherfucker.
Oh, 6 plus 2 is not going to hit.
Nope. Sorry. Not gonna do it, buddy. All right.
I'm still learning this whole magic thing.
Yep. So yeah, you're trying, but it doesn't work out in your favor, unfortunately. All right. So now we are on Karma's turn. Do you want Karma to move? Stay where she's at? Oh, wait. I forgot something. One of those Kuatoa was restrained.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to make a strength save to try and get out. He's not going anyway.
Right.
And he does succeed, unfortunately.
Okay. Can she fucking deliver that?
What? Entangle?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to use another spell slot, yeah. Absolutely. You can hit 3 of them,
Okay.
whichever way you want. The front 3 or the back 3.
The front.
Okay. So they need to make strength saving throws.
Yes.
First one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails. They all failed. They're all restrained.
Oof.
So these vines sprout out of the ground and wrap themselves around these guys' legs, and they're like, and they're trying to like stab them off with their spears, but they're just ineffective.
Okay.
All right. Oh wait, that would be on your turn.
Oh,
I forgot. That was
Karma's turn.
Karma's turn. So
Okay.
Karma was getting ready to do that.
Okay.
All right. The druid seeing Clove seeing this is going to move forward a little bit and kind of like out of the way so that she doesn't get hit by it. But she's going to move right up to the Kuatoa that you were attacking
Yep.
and just try and smack him twice with that club she has. That
Get him.
Club staff. That's what you want to call it.
Get him.
Hits him with the first one, and it's enough to, like, she just bludgeons him right in the back of the fucking head, and his skull cracks open on the ground. Fish guts.
Your friend knows how to fight.
And then after that, the Dretches the three of them try and escape from the thing. Fail. Fucking nat 20. Okay. That's a 1 nat 20 I'm going to get this session. Watch. Because I said I roll rocks when I'm a GM. Yeah, I've been rolling like absolute dog shit back there.
That's fine.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I got no issues here, man.
Exactly.
But yeah, so this one is able to move, but he doesn't really do much. And after that, we would be back to the top with Hokey, so that's when your spell goes off. And then this one gets fucking murdered, so that one's dead.
Fucking murked.
The other three, they're going to try once again to try and get out of these vines, because that's all they can do. Fail with a natural 3. And what was your DC? 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one succeeds.
Okay.
So he's going to be able to move 30 feet. Okay. But it's Gorthan's turn.
The one that's right on the water, I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
It's out of the tray. 18 plus
That'll
2.
hit.
So
For
you
sure.
hit, and we do a D10. And it is going to do 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Don't try to run away. It only gets
They
worse.
don't understand you.
Gorthan doesn't know that.
Alright.
Theoretically, I could use his awakened mind and just talk into their brain. That takes an
You
action.
want Karma to move?
Have her, yeah, I want her to move over by Gorthang.
Okay.
Keep
She kind of like
Get behind me,
moves,
Kitty.
runs behind your leg and like brushes up against it,
Yeah.
but like you don't really feel anything because she's mostly made of smoke.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of curls behind Gorthan's leg, ready to pounce just in case. But
Yep.
with that, it is your friend Clove's turn. So Clove is going to move forward and attack the one that is trying to escape, right? With this blast of disgusting energy, weird, chaotic, whatever. Definitely hits with an unnatural 20. 30 for another 10 damage, which is enough to kill him.
Fuck
Fucking
yeah.
burns that one with that magical energy, and then turns and tries to smack the one that's right next to her with that same staff again.
She must be high level if she has 2 attacks. Why do we... Oh, no. I get the feeling.
You're so fucked, Gorthan.
Ah!
Brains the next one.
Oh, fuck.
For 14 damage.
We got this.
So there's only one Kuatoa left, and she, like, smacks the one that's, like, restrained and starts, like, spinning the staff around like she's taunting the next one, ready to fucking kill it, too.
Oh, God.
What the fuck, Clove?
Karen is busy. Dretches start slowly shambling forward towards the Kuatoa that has survived. A couple of them start munching on the corpses of the ones that are already dead. So they look kind of busy, right? And then we're back to the top with Oki. Don't forget you have your bow in your hand.
Yeah.
Take it out.
We're gonna do that.
Shoot him.
Just fucking shoot him.
Fucking shoot him.
Just fucking shoot them, oh, Goki. Stop thinking.
Nine plus 3.
So 12.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah, it's...
that is a miss. Unfortunate.
Oof.
Very close. Like takes off the shit that he has on him that he's using for armor. It's like detritus and like washed up shit parts. And shit. And then he is going to, because it is his turn, try and escape. And he is able to. She's able to cut the vines by his feet.
Okay.
And then he's going to move forward and start wading through the water trying to get away.
Alright.
And he's about like mid-thigh to waist deep already.
Let's go ahead and hit him with that good old Eldritch Blast.
Do it up.
What the fuck? Don't even.
Let's
You
get,
have
yep,
inspiration.
yep, let's go ahead and...
Go ahead and spend it. We'll
Okay.
get a little bank
Yep.
for in front of you guys. Cause
Here, we'll put it in the cart for
we're
right
not
now.
close enough to pass things back and forth between each other anymore. So, yeah, one thing that
Good
people have
fucking
been
Lord.
watching us from the beginning have probably noticed is that we're not doing something very specific anymore, and it's just we're not close enough to each other. So,
Oh, you're gonna give me another one? Thank God, because that was way worse.
okay, gotcha.
I went from a 6 to a 3.
Oh.
Come on, 20.
Come on. 12 plus 2 is a 14. That's a
That is
hit.
a hit.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
All right, come on. Let's hit him for something good
2
now.
inspiration, but
7 points of damage.
all right. Didn't kill him.
Ah, this motherfucker.
It definitely hurt him, but
I pick up Karma and throw it at. Throw the
yeah, I was
Karma.
gonna say it's Karma's turn next, so I'm sure Karma's gonna chill.
But Karma can't attack.
Right.
Charlotte can't do fuck.
And Clove moves forward to the edge of the water, and one last time.
Get him, Clove.
Close.
Makes this
And all in.
weird energy come out of the staff and smacks at him again, trying to hit him. Let's see if she can. Misses.
Oh.
11. He's starting to dive under the water. Karen's busy still. The dretches aren't fast enough. Oki.
Oki,
Come on, Oki.
you got this.
You're going to have to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move,
You
but
can move 35 feet. So that would put you right up next to Gorthan.
Okay.
And then
He's underwater though.
he's like,
Mostly.
yeah, he's like waist deep.
Like I can still shoot at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably one fucking option
Yeah.
at this point.
She's up by me then.
Yeah.
You've got this, Oki.
9
Plus.
plus 3 is 12.
It's a miss. Unfortunate.
Should I spend it?
I think so.
You're gonna spend your last inspiration token?
Yep.
Alright. Make that attack.
Fuck yeah, 18 plus 3.
Yes!
There you go.
Finally, it's worth it.
Finally.
We're gonna get fucked later, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
Fuck yeah.
Let's do cool stuff.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 1. And we're at 7. Plus
Fuck yeah.
1 is 8.
That bitch better be dead.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. He's about to go dive under the water, and this arrow just sinks right in the back of his head and comes out of his
style.
face. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And it just
Falls
comes out
into the water.
of his mouth.
Yep.
And he
Falls into the water and just bobs there. Yep. Nice.
Alright.
Sweet.
Now all the dretches turn towards us.
So
I don't think he's that mean of a DM.
Are we out of combat?
We are out of combat.
So at that moment, you guys are standing there, you kill this last one, and the dretches that haven't already busied themselves, like eating a corpse, they start doing the same. And then the one that's closest to you guys is able to finish what he's chewing on and starts moving towards you.
Oh, shit.
Right? And he's about to do that thing where, like, you know, he's, like, getting ready, right, to squat down. And Clove goes, "No!" and holds the staff up. And the dretch freezes in place. And then, with a swoosh of the staff, the dretches vanish and are dismissed.
Damn.
Fucking A, Clove. What the hell?
And Clove turns towards you and goes, "Oki, if you hadn't shown up when you did, I don't know what would have happened. I don't think we would have been able to take them. Thank you so much." And they just go to, like, wrap you up and hug.
Fuck yeah.
And, you know, they're a gnome, so, like, you know, they go to, like, hug your leg or something. But, yeah.
I'm fucking picking up. It's Clove. I haven't.
That is disrespectful.
It's respectful as Clove. We're
It's not a
besties.
child.
We're besties.
Gnomes do not like to be picked up.
This one's she's my bestie.
While they're having their little reunion moment, I run over and get the staff that the guy dropped.
So you go pick up that
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
got shit.
Yep.
staff that has the crab claw on the top of it.
Yep. I just kind of look at it and go, this might be useful.
So you see that, like, inside, like, when you look at this thing, the bottom claw is, like, rigged up with a thing in the handle that you can, like, pull back, and it'll, like, clamp shut. So you can grapple people with it,
Awesome.
right? You can either use it as a spear, or you can, when you hit them, you can choose to automatically get a grapple on them.
Hell yeah.
Once you do that, though, you cannot use that thing to make attacks. If you do, you automatically release the creature from the grapple.
Okay, so it's basically just a fancy spear.
Yes, and I will have to look up exactly.
What it's called?
Yeah.
Because we collecting the cool shit.
We are.
Yeah, so Gorthan immediately, like, sprints over here and is like, where is stuff?
But yeah, it's got a 10-foot reach. It deals 2d6 damage.
What's the name of it?
A pincer staff. I don't know if you'll be able to find it like in the items
Let me see.
because it's a monster item. So
Anyway.
but yeah, so you find that pincer staff on him, and he has this weird necklace that he wears that seems to be some sort of symbol. You can make a religion check if you'd like to.
Nat 20.
Nice.
18.
This is like, it looks like a demon, right? What'd you get? I'm sorry?
18,
18.
plus was a religion check.
Yeah. And what'd you get with your nat 20? Like total?
20 plus...
I've got plus 2 in religion, so.
So dirty 20?
They have plus 0 in religion. Oh, plus 1, so 21.
Okay. You would both believe that this is an idol of Demogorgon.
Oh, the Demogorgon.
Nice.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It's like a demonic entity that these Kuato seem to worship as a god.
Great. Great. Great.
Plus,
Yeah. It's a spellcasting focus for their religion. But yes. It's worth, it's made of like a seashell. It's like a seashell necklace. It's probably worth a couple of gold
yeah,
if you can sell it to
I'm
somebody.
gonna pawn that off
Yeah.
later.
Let's sell that bitch.
Yeah, it'll be more than likely worth a handful of gold. Especially if you can find like somebody who's like actually interested in this kind of stuff. You might be able to get a little bit more for it. But yeah.
Okay.
Beyond that, they don't really have much on them. Spears, nets.
That might be somewhat useful.
Yeah.
It's a quote. Yeah, they have a net, a shield, and a spear. Each one of the regular guys. Each one of the regular guys has a net, a shield, and a spear. You want to try and collect those?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
They're worth something to somebody.
Make a dex save.
Ah, shit. That's cocked. Ooh, 19 plus 2, so 21.
Alright, so you go to grab this net, or do you go for a shield first? It doesn't matter. It's just kind of more what would Gorthan go for.
Probably the shield.
Alright, so you go to grab one of the shields, and you grab it by the front edge and go to pick it up. And you have to, like, fling it off your hand because it tries to stick to you.
Interesting.
These shields are all coated in in this like slick, sticky substance that, like, anytime you touch it, it tries to, like, attach to your skin
Lovely.
or whatever you're touching it with.
Mm-hmm.
So, could be used to, like, steal people's weapons or grapple a creature next to you, things like that.
Damn.
The dredges don't use weapons, so they just work fighting with their hands. So you and Clove have your moment.
Yep.
Gorthan is able to loot the spear that he's interested in.
Mm-hmm. Well, Gorthan...
You haven't fully explored this cave yet.
True. Let's say let's do a perception check for the rest of the cave.
Well, no, I meant, like, the whole cave. There's still places you haven't gone in this place, too.
Okay.
So you're not done here yet.
So let's
But-
continue on.
Well, what do you...
I want to talk to Clove.
I was going to say, what happens when you find Clove?
Like,
And we'll find that out after a word from our sponsors.
Yep.
This episode of the Joint Committee Podcast is brought to you by Printed to Order, where your tabletop dreams become reality. From custom set pieces to camera and light mounts, Printed to Order has everything you need to make your tabletop game come to life. Check out our creations on TikTok or Instagram. Now, back to the cave.
So, Karen is currently eating the Kuatoa Viter.
Yep.
The Dretches have been dismissed. All of the other Kuatoa are dead, partially devoured. They don't really have any belongings on them other than those sticky, gross shields and nets and
Lovely.
their spears.
Sweet.
But Gorthane got a cool spear.
Yeah,
That
little
can
spear
grapple
staff
people.
out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, Clove and you embrace. Clove hugs you, and then goes to like back up and is like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, I could say the same. Why aren't you at the Grove?
I was sent here after you left.
I was sent here too, ish.
Yes.
Who sent you here?
I got a message from Bran. What are you talking about?
I mean, I got a message from Brand too that this place was cut off, and we had to go figure out what was going on.
So when did you get here?
A few days ago, been fighting my way through, trying to.
So are they your friends? Are they your friends now, or?
Oh, you mean those things? They're not there anymore.
Yeah.
You mean those things?
Yeah.
I mean, they listen to me when I command them, but
What are they? What do they even do?
they're just little servant things. I don't know. I tell them to do stuff, and they do it.
That
Why are you
sounds
being
kind
all
of
what? What's
slavish.
going on?
What's going back? What's happening at the Grove? Why did you leave?
I have no idea. Like I said, I got a message from Bran that said to leave.
Well, where the
And
fuck
to come
is he?
here.
Have you heard from him since?
I was kind of going to ask you the same question.
Right.
I haven't heard from Ainsling either.
I haven't heard from her since one day
What's
last.
I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the other. Druce?
Yes.
I haven't heard from Druce either. Have
I haven't
you?
heard from anybody since I left.
I mean, like I said, the last message I got was to come here.
What happened to this place?
From what I can tell, there was like an earthquake, and it like opened up some underground spring to where those things live, and then all hell broke loose. There were bandits trying to rob us, and giant, she kind of eyes Karen as she's devoured. Like there was a snake that I see you haven't lost your touch with animals. Kind of looks away from the disgusting spectacle at that moment, and
Did anybody come with you?
no, I had to travel alone.
And you've made it all this way alone this whole time?
Well, I mean, I'd help from those things, those little servant guys, but
This seems suspicious.
How unusual.
who is this guy?
Oh, this course. People live there or something.
Hello.
She like eyes you up and down. She's like has to take a second to do it.
Wizard.
She kind of eyes you up and down and just kind of shakes her head a little bit, and she's like, okay, well, I mean, we should probably try and clear this place out, see if we can figure out what, like, if anybody's still alive.
Yeah, what cost us, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because it definitely doesn't seem natural. Like, this cave should not have, like, This place doesn't even have earthquakes. There's not a volcano anywhere around here. So you see, like, as you look into the pool of water, you can tell that, like, there's a massive chasm that's been opened up. And, like, there's no way to close it.
Shit.
So, if you could breathe water, you could go down there, and there's probably a whole thing down there.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
You don't want to. That is what GMs would describe as beyond the scope of this adventure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we just kind of look at it and be like, well, onward. That's weird. Onward to the other side of the cave.
Not over here.
Yes.
Can I heal Helvo?
Yeah,
Right now?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Use,
And then-
like, healing word. No, don't use healing word. You got any healing kits?
Yes.
Healer's kit? Yeah, use those first.
Off my inventory.
D8. So go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Six.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not, I mean, that's a basic success.
Okay.
So, yeah. Roll a D8 and add +2.
6 plus 2.
Okay. So 8. Fully healed.
Yay!
And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Second Wind on myself and try to heal a little bit.
Okay. Do it up.
Ooh, 10 plus 2.
Very nice.
So-
Excellent heal. You love when you get a full heal.
So, do I get temporary hit points because I got extra? It should, though.
Did you roll a natural 20?
I rolled a 10.
That counts.
That should count.
That'd be a natural 20.
But it was only a 10-sided die.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You gotta roll a natural 20.
Roll it again.
But yeah, so you're kind of grouped up now. Where would you like to go next? Is that the end of this conversation?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're all kind of healed up. So we're gonna start moving in this direction. If I could get my ping going.
Yeah, no. I meant like once you get back to like the intersection.
So our goal is to start looking at this area of the cave.
Okay, so you want to head to the right.
Yep.
Okay. As you start heading in that direction, Clove would be like, you guys haven't gone over that way yet?
No.
There's some bullywugs over there. We're not going to be able to get past them.
Someone.
Bullywugs?
They're frogmen.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're cool.
Okay.
This is like me being Clove.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. They're alright. They just told us to stay back.
They got any cool shit over there?
we don't know. The earthquake or whatever happened, like, opened up a couple of, like, caves, like, to where they live, and they are not happy about it, and they're trying to figure out how to seal them up again,
Yeah.
and they told us to just leave them alone.
It might be best.
It might be best that we let them be.
It's not the bullywugs you have to be afraid of, it's the giant frogs that they have with them.
Okay.
So,
with that,
do we
I
just...
kind of reveal this side of the map a bit.
Okay.
Because we've gone pretty much everywhere else, right?
Yeah.
There is one other place that we have.
Is it this place down here?
Yep.
This is some crazy shit, man.
Like this whole dungeon
Look at you.
from the ground up. It's designed everything. All
Yeah.
the monsters in it, I place. I was looking at this.
Yeah, we'll leave those guys be, and we'll just...
Yeah, basically that was just meant to be like, you can go over there and treat with them if you want to. Like, they might accept your help if you wanted to try and help them seal up the caves.
What do you think, Ogie?
You know that they've always kind of lived in nearby cave systems, but they've coexisted with the druids. They're not evil.
Okay.
They're just very simple, tribal-like people. They just want to be left alone, basically. They would make decent allies if you wanted to try and ally yourself with them.
Well, maybe if we don't die when we go over in this direction, we can try that on our way out.
Yeah.
So I revealed that, so now you can see that side of the dungeon and the little caves that have opened up. But yeah, those are just bullywugs, and I'm glad you guys didn't go over there and try and pick a fight with them, because you would have died. Guaranteed.
Awesome.
Guaranteed.
Pretty much guaranteed. Yeah.
Well, now we gotta go over
Good
it.
luck, buddy.
I mean, I cast Eldritch Blast.
Still up for debate if we're good guys or not.
Alright. So you come to about here.
Yep.
And remake your group, whichever way you'd be traveling at that moment. You're traveling to the west.
Yep. So, Gorthan should be in front, because he's awesome. And then, do you want to be right behind me?
Yeah.
Then we'll have the druids, and then the menagerie.
Yep.
Karen at the back, because she's kind of...
Busy being slow and eating and...
She's actually just going to head towards the exit if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, let's just have her go ahead and...
She can go towards the exit and be like, keep a lookout, bitch.
Yeah. You go to... go chill in the caravan. Make sure no one steals it.
Yeah, keep Willow safe.
Alright, so she's going to start kind of slowly off.
And
You guys have reformed your
yep, that's our marching order.
group. Alright. So
Marching
you guys
order.
move in. I want you to make perception checks once you get through this little spot.
Oh no.
Perception check.
Perception. 3,000.
Bullshit.
It's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Excellent.
What did we just roll? Perception?
Yep.
16.
Alright. You both see them. Swarms of bats.
Ah.
These motherfuckers.
They're attached to the ceiling. They have not begun to get angry yet. But there are a shit ton of them.
Shit.
Okay, so maybe we don't go in blasted. Maybe. Hey, just maybe. Okay.
Oh, please try to make friends with these damn things.
So,
I've never been so happy to have a druid with me.
she's gonna use the good old speak with animals.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like, hey, besties.
They start to rustle.
Hey, it's cool. We come in peace.
They start to rustle a
We're
little more.
good. We're all
Make an animal handling check.
good. Don't do anything fucking crazy, guys.
Gorthard starts flipping through his book just in case.
Okay, so we got 16 plus animal handling is plus 3, so 19.
Alright. It's pretty high DC. They're going to make a charisma save, and unless they get higher than that.
Okay.
Alright.
Come on, we got this.
I rolled an 18.
Oh!
Fuck.
What's their modifier?
-8.
-3.
Yes, thank God.
Thank God.
So
Taylor Swift.
they start to rustle and they start to rustle, and then they start to calm. Go ahead and how do you want to get past them? Like, do you want to go this way?
Is there any other way we can go?
I mean, you can go south, but
So
if you want to clear the whole thing, you gotta figure that out still.
Might as well just spearhead on. Can I just...
I was going to say, we're just going to do just strangle Scooter
Yep.
down.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. I want both of you to make animal handling checks then. Because you've calmed them, but they're still, like, agitated.
An 11?
Fucking 16 plus 3, 19, yeah.
All right. You guys make it a little bit closer to where you're trying to get to. Go ahead and make those animal handling checks again.
Cacked. Again, thank God, that was a natural 1. Oh!
18 plus 3.
3 plus 1 is 4?
18 plus 3.
Just focus on her 18. Mine doesn't matter, you know?
So, as you begin to move forward,
God.
Okay.
Owen's trying to keep these bats calm and get a little bit closer, and Gorthan, unfortunately, drops the lantern off of his belt.
No, it's okay, guys.
He was going to, like, hang it on his belt just in case he had to cast a spell real carefully, and when he lets it go, it's not attached to the loop. It falls to the ground, and the light cascades all over the ceiling and terrifies these two swarms of bats.
No, I got a cantrip. Hold on, wait. Hold on, I got a cantrip.
Roll initiative.
Oh, no!
No!
Roll for initiative.
Oh, wait, initiative. 3, 2, 1.
What'd you get?
17
Come on.
plus 1.
Come on. You know you want to.
Okay.
You know you want to settle on what I want you to settle on. Don't you dare settle on that. There we go.
Hit the bubble. That's okay.
Yep. Okay, cool. 13 plus 2, 15.
Yeah.
It wasn't that one.
Yeah.
I'm like, please keep rolling.
Yep.
Luckily, Oki goes first.
Thank God.
So it's this cantrip that you think is somehow going to help.
Don't know. Literally nothing.
Friendship?
That doesn't
So
work
it
on
was
beasts.
the lantern was lit by what?
Fire.
Fire, so I can control flame.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sweet.
What are you going to do? Shut the lights off?
Yeah, I'm just gonna not scare them with it.
I mean, it's not like you either snuff it or you don't.
Sure.
Because right now it's either like you snuff it down to nothing
The
or
only
you
one that's
grow it
actually
into
kind of
something
fucked
bigger.
in the situation is him, so
Yeah. All right,
let's go
so
for it. Control flame.
you want to snuff the flame.
Yep.
All right, you can do that automatically.
Okay.
Make an animal handling check.
It's good, guys. See? We come in peace. 15 plus 3.
All right, so 18 this time for a charisma save. I don't even think I'd have to nat 20 it, right?
Yeah.
All right, I got a natural 19. Still minus 3 though, so it's
Thank
only
God.
16, right?
Yeah.
So they're not happy. They're still agitated. They're not attacking yet. All right.
Okay.
Karma is going to hide underneath you,
Mhm.
since she is unhelpful in the situation.
Yeah.
Gorthan.
I can't see that.
There we go. Yeah, I just had to refresh.
I can't see that because she snuffed out my
Exactly.
thing. So,
Yes.
I am going to move.
What would Gorthan's first reaction be in that moment?
What the fuck? And just starts yelling and looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. It's what Gorthan would do.
All right. I mean, if you're gonna take Oki's advice,
I probably what happened. I'd start yelling and she'd be like, "Shh."
Did that animal handling to the bat, so she's trying to soothe them.
mm-hmm.
Gorthan has been with her long enough to know that she's like talking in the animal fucking talk, and so he would just be like, "Fucking weirdo."
All right. Well, I'll let you make an animal handling check if Gorthan would take Oki's advice and keep quiet.
Okay, Gorthan.
He'd probably do that and like slowly try to start like making his way to the wall so he can light one of the sconces.
Okay.
We're trying to feel around.
What did you get?
I can't believe we already stopped.
Did you roll a natural 1? Oh, please tell me you rolled a natural 1 and you don't have any fucking...
Yep, rolled a natural 1.
All right.
Natural 1, baby.
Well.
Let's kill all these bats.
So, so you want to move towards the wall?
No, I don't.
No, I mean, I'm just is that what you, because you used your action for animal handling.
Yeah.
So your movement.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and move towards the wall.
Okay.
I was just making a joke.
20.
Yeah, but if I would get some light that I can see. Because I can't see currently.
Your speed is 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're within 5 feet. Like you have roughly 5 feet in between you and the sconce.
Cool. And then I can't cast. No, it's an action. Never mind.
Okay.
Ah, gotta love those nat ones, man. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Alright.
How many bats are there?
Too many to count. They're immune to charmed, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, and stunned. Because of the fact that there's a swarm. So you can't just use something that affects one creature, for instance.
Okay.
It doesn't really do anything. You need like AoEs.
I don't have it. This is going to be all on you, Oki.
So, this one is going to move in, and I'm going to make an attack roll on all 3 of you guys. See where I updated on the thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming after us.
Oh, and I rolled for shit.
Good.
7.
Nope, they ain't going to hit
I
me.
ain't going to hit anybody, so...
Thicka!
These bats start swarming around Oki and Clove and Karma and trying to bite you guys and whatever, but they're not, like, getting any actual skin. You know, you're able to kind of, like, wave them off and might, like, bite a cloak and pull at it a little bit or whatever, get in your hair or you're the fuck out of there. But they're not able to actually hit you guys and deal any damage.
Good.
I'm still yell at them to stop.
On your turn. Robin is going to start flying the fuck away because it's terrifying for him. And then the next swarm comes down and immediately goes towards Gorthan.
Of course.
Oh, a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Bruce with boots.
That hits me.
What are my D4s? Always losing my D4s.
Yep.
Those little bastards like to hide. It's unfortunate that they're sharp.
Are you telling me I only have 1? That's bullshit. I know I got more than 1. I gotta have like 7 or 8. A bunch of dice in there. Alright. You take 5 damage!
It's not bad. I'll take 5.
He's lucky I already used Hellish Rebuke.
And the giant badger. Can you be beast bonded to more than one creature at a time? I don't think there's a rule saying you can't. It would specifically say in the spell.
I don't think so.
Because if not, he'd just move in and try and attack the swarm, basically.
Okay. Oh, let's look the wrong way on this.
So the badger is going to try and swipe out at him, but he's not able to actually hit any of the bats, unfortunately.
Yeah, there is nothing in the thing that says.
Okay, that's what I thought. You, Karma, and the bats. Oh, and Olga.
Helgo.
Helgo.
Yep.
You, Helgo, and Karma all need to make Constitution saves.
+1.
Very nice. Alright, so you save, so you're only going to take half damage. Roll for... You want me to roll for Karma?
I can roll for her.
Okay. +0.
8.
8. Take full damage from this. And then the bats failed also, so they'll take full damage.
Yay!
I'm in danger.
Oh no.
6 damage, so you take 3.
Okay.
Clove, as these bats start coming down, she's like waving the staff, trying to hit him, and can't get anything. And all of a sudden, just lets out Thunder Wave, which is a spell that emanates in a 15-foot radius. Unfortunately, it does hit you guys, but it does deal a bunch of damage to the bats. Also.
Okay.
Like, half of the swarm is gone in an instant.
Sweet.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
after that, it is Oki's turn again. So yeah, this happens... Oh, wait, I'm sorry, hold on. That's right. Pushed. Karma and the bat swarm are both pushed 10 feet back when that thunder wave goes off also. You are able to withstand that, and you only take half damage also. But yeah, now we're back to the top with Oki. And Clove just let off this fucking spell.
I cast Moonbeam. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder, and you can take a magic action on later turns to move the cylinder up to 60 feet. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d10 radiant damage. And if the creature is shapeshifted as a result of the polymorph spell, for example, it reverts to its true form and can't shapeshift until it leaves the cylinder. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage only. The creature also makes the save when the spell's area moves into its space and when it enters the spell's area or ends its turn there. A creature makes the save only once per turn.
So which creature are you casting? The swarm near you guys?
Yep.
Okay. So it's immediately going to need to make a Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
And it fails.
Good.
How much damage?
3d10.
That's a D8. No, that is D10.
8 and 5.
Jesus. So 13 damage?
Yeah.
Dead. Vaporize the rest of the bats.
Nice.
Like, literally, they just, like, in the
Good.
moonlight.
Hell
Didn't wanna have to
yeah.
do
Kill them bitches.
There's one more swarm.
that. Okay.
And it is Gorthan's turn currently.
So, first thing Gorthan is going to do is use his bonus action and get into his large form.
Okay. Gotcha. So
So-
he swells in size.
So he's a little bit closer in height to where the bats are.
Mm-hmm.
Then takes his book and tries to smack the crap out of the swarm.
Gotcha. Like a swarm of bugs.
Yep.
Gotcha. Do it up.
Nat 20.
Fuck yeah!
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage. And then remember, with crits, you get a max
Max
damage
damage.
die for each damage die.
Yep.
So if it's like more than one, because you're large size, it should be like 2d8 when you're
Yep.
large. I think I gave you that.
Yep, we agreed to that. Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
it's 2d8.
the 16 damage plus whatever you roll.
8 and 7.
Jesus Christ.
Plus 15.
So you grow in size, and you take this book and you just smash it against the wall. And when you pull it back, the entire swarm is just smashed like a bunch of bugs. There, you just outright killed all of them.
Gorthan casts Squish.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely squished them. Yeah, the whole swarm dead.
I like just wipe the blood off the
One
book.
fell swoop.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So after that,
We didn't even want to do this.
No, we didn't want to do this.
you hear
Oh god.
from down the cavern, "The commotion out there! Be ye friend or foe?" It's not a voice either of you recognize.
Gorthan screams back, "Come out in the light, and we will see."
"There's plenty of light in here, my friend! Please come in!"
No, you come here.
No, like you can see like the
Okay.
light
Okay.
coming from down, like it is like really well lit in this room in front of it. Like you can see it coming from around the bend.
Gorthan kind of looks back
And it
at
doesn't seem like they're very far down around the corner.
Gorthan kind of looks back at Oki and starts trudging forward in my large form, and I get
Alright.
10 extra feet, so I get to move 45 feet.
So let me get the dead swarm of bats off the map here. Gorthan smashed one fucking.
Okay, Gorthan and his bookman, we're dangerous.
Yeah.
And we are technically out of combat.
Cool.
Cool.
Is Oki going to be coming with?
Yeah.
Is my torch? Was my my lantern? Is that like broken?
No.
Okay.
No, it just needs to be relit because she snuffed it.
Okay, so I'll pick it back up and relight it.
Okay, gotcha. Take a look.
Yep.
Now that you actually can.
Yeah, I pressed digitation, so yeah, I can do stuff
Yeah.
like
Is it
Cantrip.
but it's from the
that. Warlock.
Warlock stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
From my Pact of the Tome, which conveniently gives me a magic book. Oh, I don't like all the clicking he's doing.
I know.
No, I'm just trying to remove some fog of war.
It's the modern day equivalent of when the DMs used to be shifting a bunch of papers, and it's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yep.
Why are you flipping to 6 different pages?
I'm just checking the rules, man. Gotta make sure I do this right. Do what right?
Yeah, exactly. Give me a heart attack.
Do what? What are you gonna do? Oh Lord.
Oh, what the fuck?
A bandit?
Bandit.
Oh.
You guys don't know what they're people.
It says bandit on it.
They are people.
It says
Be
banned.
nice.
Huh? No, they're outlaws.
When asked you, be friend or foe.
Gorthan just kind of keeps trudging forward with his book, kind of ready to open it any second.
As soon as you pop around the corner, they kind of take a defensive stance, but like they're clearly just like they're not gonna like come at you, but you have them cornered effectively.
What are you
Gorthan,
doing here?
yeah, Gorthan kind of, yeah. Same with you.
What are you guys doing here?
Well, I mean, to be honest, we came when we heard that there was a bit of a problem going on here because of some earthquake or something. Word travels fast, and we figured there might be some easy loot, but we seem to have been caught in by a few swarms of bats out there, and we were unable to make our escape.
Where'd you come from?
He names some place west of Salasnia.
How long have you guys been here?
Just a couple of days. And we promised we didn't kill anybody. This is like one of the other people is like talking now. It's not the guy you heard the first time who called out.
We just kind of look back and forth to each other.
We didn't say anything about killing anybody.
Well, we know, but we tend to have a sort of reputation, and so we wanted to just mitigate any circumstances. We promised we didn't kill any of the druids that we may have found dead.
Oh, I don't trust you.
Okay, so
And you can
may
see-
have found them dead.
You can see behind them that they have like respectfully stacked up the corpses of the 2 druids, or the 3 druids that are in here.
Who are they?
Like old people, you know.
Old druids?
Yeah, you would recognize them, but yeah.
Where's their stuff if you've been looting this place?
I mean, if you let us go, we'll definitely give it back to you.
You're gonna give it back to me now, regardless.
I mean, we will fight if we have to. We can't leave here completely empty-handed.
I'm just gonna take a look at Gorthan and his big form and be like,
And they're all like staring right at you too, and they go, "Yes, we see you have a giant with you, but you know, reputation and the like."
I just open my book and
Make an insight check.
There's no explanation, just reputation.
Make an insight check.
Insight?
Yep.
18.
At least he might know something.
Oh, Lord.
10.
Okay. So you get the idea that like you guys really don't want to fight you, but like they will if you force their hand, right? That's really all you can gather from them. They either want to leave or they want to they don't want to die, right? But they're not willing to just leave empty-handed. You get the sense that these people, the way they speak about reputation and such, like these aren't just any bandits. You know, go ahead and kill them if you want to. Good lieutenants throwing them right out the window. That's the sense that Gorthan gets. You can kill these guys if you really don't care, but they may be worth more alive than dead. Not everybody is an enemy.
Oh.
Thought you were on your hero
I
arc.
thought we were too.
Yeah.
And then you just turn into fucking murder hobos every time you're in the dungeon.
Well, that's what you do in the dungeon. You murder everything. Again, except for the animals. Which
Yeah, exactly. It makes total sense. If you were literally any other party, all of the animals would have been dead, and you would have maybe made a treaty with these guys.
We're here like, do we really want to be friends with you guys? No.
I mean, they don't look like pushovers either. Like, they will put up a fight. They're not just, you guys aren't just going to walk in here and kill them like it's nothing. They are an experienced group of bandits. That's because of your high insight.
Yeah.
So yes, you may be able to kill them, but they're going to put up a fight. Is it worth the resources, et cetera, et
just
cetera?
want
But they were here to rob them.
Yeah.
You know, and they happened to find a bunch of corpses, and they were willing to take what they could find.
Oh God, I don't know what to do here. This is a tough one.
Look here. So if you don't want to go home empty-handed, what do you have?
And they all start like showing the meager possessions that most of the stuff that they pull is like trinkets that people would have made and like given to each other here as like personal gifts because druids don't really value like money and things like that. But like if you take those things to a city and you sell them to nobles, you're gonna make money off of them, right? So a lot of that kind of stuff. Because, like, it's not like they're carrying, like, they didn't find, like, a sack of gold, for instance.
Nothing really worth our time.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, if you were to take all of this stuff and sell it, you know, it's of no value to you.
Yeah.
It's of value to them.
We could
Because they can sell it.
could probably use some help running the mine.
Yeah.
I kind of look at them. I have a deal for you. We have a mine that needs someone to help run. Can I trust you?
Do you want to have a job and get paid in gold? Wait, we didn't pay him in gold. We paid him in silver.
Yeah.
Get paid silver, place to stay. You just got to keep the mine safe and away from thieves like you would be.
Make a charisma check at advantage, whichever one of you guys has the better charisma. The other person, make a regular charisma check, but do that one first.
I got a plus
So who
0.
has the higher charisma?
I have a plus
bonus?
0. What do you have?
I have plus 0 in charisma.
All right.
So it doesn't
you guys
matter.
can decide who wants to wait. Who's the main person rolling, and who's the secondary? Who's helping?
We've both been rolling like shit tonight, so it really doesn't matter. I'll go first. You want to help?
Sure.
Okay, so the helper rolls first.
Okay.
Hold on. And you roll normally.
19.
Fuck yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so you go ahead and roll an advantage.
Yep, we're going to take that advantage. That was a 5. 16.
All right. So between the two of you, they're looking, and one of them, all of a sudden, you hear, like, the dwarf off to the side goes, I would really like a bed, boss. You know,
There's
looting
plenty
and
of them.
thieving and shit's kind of getting to me. And you hear the guy in the back kind of goes, yes, I know, Edward. Of course you are looking for a place to sleep. Always looking for a place to sleep. Yes, of course. We would love to work for you. Please do not kill us. You can have back all of these positions. We understand they probably have some personal value to you.
We take back our possessions, and Gorthan kind of explains like the general area of the mines in.
Report there. Tell him I sent you.
You can just probably draw him a map, couldn't we? I have a, I think
Neither
I
of are you are you a cartographer? Do you have cartographer?
I could write down directions with my fucking calligrapher's supplies.
All right, make an intelligence check.
Yeah, they're probably fucking dumb.
No, you make the intelligence check.
Yeah, I'm dumb. 3.
All right. Great directions you're giving these guys. You write down some directions and you hand it to the guys, so we'll hope they fucking find their way there. If that's how you want to go
No,
about it.
actually, I do not.
They know where Selaznia is.
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, we just direct him to
Tell him,
Celeste.
Ruben. Go talk to Ruben.
Ruben. Yeah.
Go talk to my bestie Ruben.
Tell him to go talk to Ruben. Tell him that we sent you for the mine.
Do you
Yeah.
give them something to, like, prove their word?
Yeah.
Oki has friendship bracelets in her
Yep.
pocket.
That
so
would
she's
probably
gonna pull one
work.
out and be like, here.
You give it to the lead bandit guy.
Yes. The bag's over there, but yes, I would pull a friendship bracelet out and be like, here you go.
Those circles, by the way, are moonlight. The sun is starting to come up.
Cool.
Okay. And so yeah, I'll give him the friendship bracelet and be like, here, give this to Ruben von Hildegard.
Good old Ruben.
And tell him that Oki and Corsan sent you.
We will gladly tell them. Thank you very much. And then you hear the guy who hasn't spoken, who's a human. He just kind of like, and nods at you and grunts a little bit, and you kind of assume that he was probably the first one that spoke.
Okay.
But he's like the biggest and the bulkiest of them, so he's probably like a fighter or something like that. But yeah, so they, these 4 guys right here, they're going to go take off, and they're going to head to Selaznia.
Dope.
So you guys were able to get a lieutenant.
Oh yeah.
So now do we want to explore
Over here?
this lower part?
Yeah.
And as they're leaving, they say, "Hey, be careful down there. There are many corpses. Corpses usually draw undead."
Kind of corpses.
I said, "We don't know." You actually remember that's where they interned dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
That also means we have to be fighting some undead.
I don't want to do that. No.
Dude, we could just dip out of this cave. There's no saying we have to finish it.
There's still stuff that we haven't uncovered.
I don't disagree.
So, go for it.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you guys are heading down that way?
Yep. You got us?
Yep.
Yep, we're going to head down that way.
All right. I got a bit to reveal, quite a bit. Actually, at this point, almost. Alright, so you guys start heading down that way. And you get to about here. And all of a sudden you start hearing what sounds like chewing.
Oh, no. Gorthin flips open his book, ready. A ghoul.
And then you see him. A ghoul. Munching on corpses. It has not seen you yet.
Oof. Oh, sorry.
So I was say, what's with all the pinging? Oh my god!
Sorry. Sorry, didn't realize it was on ping. Trying to figure out my next move.
So what do you want to do?
Gorthan's going to move forward and get it in close enough range. And then say the line, Warlock, Eldritch Blast!
Alright, let's roll for initiative.
Oh. Come on, give me something good, give me something good, give me something good.
Dirty 20.
Alright, hope you got 20. What Gorthan get?
7 plus 2, so 9.
9. That's brutal.
I started the damn count.
I mean, you get to go first, technically, because that's how the
started.
combat starts, is
Okay.
you casting Eldritch Blast.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll.
Yep.
12 plus 2, so 14 to hit.
Let's see. That is a hit.
Hell yeah. So 7 points of damage.
Alright.
And just for continuity's sake, I would say at this point I'm no longer in large form. About 10 minutes probably passed.
Yeah, while you guys were talking and
Yep.
going over the terms of your agreement and all that. Because I'm sure you guys actually talked to them about like how much they were getting paid and et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
Or
Sorry,
you
just
would
for
have, or
continuity's
you
sake.
told them at the very least Ruben's accountants will take care of all that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
7 points of damage though.
Alright, so 7 points of damage.
And I moved like here so I could actually like see it.
Alright. So, that thing. It's going to, with preternatural speed
Holy crap.
come booking straight ass at you and goes to fucking lunge to bite you. It's charging.
Oof.
And I missed. Horribly.
Good.
Like, if natural ones were fumbles, it'd be on the ground. But they're not, so it just missed horribly.
Oh.
But yeah, so it goes to lunge at you and misses terribly. You're easily able to, like, bump.
Hell yeah.
But after that, it's Oki's turn.
So cool. I don't know. Like,
It's a ghoul. Pretty much anything's gonna hit him.
anything's gonna kill it, basically.
Yeah.
So like my bow and arrow.
Yeah.
That's not like resistance to something fucking.
I don't believe
stupid.
so, DM.
I can't answer that question unless you're going to make this would be a religion check.
And that would take your action for the...
Yes, it would.
But either way, we'll do it. We'll find out either way.
Usually that's the better answer, is like instead of rolling the check to see if it's immune to that, just fucking hit it, because if it isn't, you do the damage. And if it is, you learn the answer anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's say we know it's not resistant to magic because my Eldritch Blast hit it, so...
Yep. Technically, that's
15 plus-
force damage,
Oh.
which force damage is like one of the only things that can hurt like incorporeal creatures and shit too.
15 plus 3 is 18.
That is a hit for sure.
Hell yeah.
Is your bow?
Yeah.
Cool. Do it up. D8.
1d8.
Should have had a D8.
It had a D8. I love we did that at the same time.
3 plus 1 is 4.
Alright. 4 more damage to this thing. Ticking away at it nicely. And Robin's not doing shit. Karma, probably not. No. Gorthan, this thing is on your shit. What are you doing?
I take my book and smack the shit out of him.
There you go. Smack the living fuck out of it. You roll like shit.
Yep.
Well,
8 plus 4, so 12 to hit.
actually,
If it meets, it beats.
If it meets, it beats.
if it meets, it beats. That's a hit.
Yeah! D8 plus 2. 1.
Oh, so
So
3.
3. But hey, at least we hit the damn thing.
I mean, it fucking came out of nowhere that fast. It makes sense. You're a little disordered. Alright. Now it is the other druid, Clove's turn.
Yep.
And
Kill it, Clove, kill it!
is going to move around this way and take their action to search down this way to make sure no other enemies are coming.
Good. That's good.
Okay.
And hey, there's something shiny, but I don't see any enemies down there.
Trying.
So we'll go for it in a second.
Oh, badgers go for it.
Yeah?
So yeah, it is the badger's turn.
I can't talk to the badger. Oh yeah, I can. I'm beast.
Yeah, you got B-spawn for the rest of the day.
Go
For
get
24 hours.
Go get the shiny.
Go get the shiny. Alright.
Go get shiny.
Yep.
Bring back.
Okay. Runs all the way down that way. And we are back to the top with the ghoul. This ghoul is going to attack Gorthan.
Of course it
Time
is.
to fight.
And I'm going to dodge out of the way.
14.
14 will not hit.
Alright. First attack is a miss.
First attack.
Yep. 16 for the second hit? For the second attack?
Oh, if it meets, it beats.
Alright. He got you. He got you.
Bastard.
So you take 7 piercing damage.
Ooh.
and 5 necrotic damage.
Ooh!
As this thing bites into
12 points of damage. Holy
Make a
crap.
Constitution save.
Ah, crap. Oh, he has a +4 to Constitution. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you should be good at this.
That's cocked. 6 plus 4, so 11?
6 plus 4 is 10.
10.
So you feel a little sick to your stomach as this thing goes through, as this thing goes
Lovely.
back. You start to feel a little nauseous from the bite.
Awesome, awesome.
Now it is, I believe, your turn.
No,
It's Oki's turn. Yes. Oki's turn. What does Oki want to do? You just saw the thing bite into Gorthan, and it leaves like this black ichor with its bite. Do it up.
just shoot it.
Yeah, your other option is like wild shaping into an animal and doing like multi-attack and all that kind of shit.
13 plus 3. 16.
That is definitely a hit.
Fuck yeah.
8 plus 1.
9?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because it only had 8 health left.
Yeah.
So this thing goes to bite at Gorthan again, and arrow right through the face.
Gorthan looks back at Oki. Thank you.
Just kind of pushes it off of him, off of himself. What do? The badger comes back and it has a shield that does not look like it belongs to the druids. And as you go walking down that way, you realize that this ghoul was not the only one.
Oh, shit.
No. Hold on. Because all the rest of them are dead.
Okay.
But there are bandits. There are some druids that were not interned here. It looks like sometime after everything went down, something happened, and a lot of these corpses all of a sudden started turning to ghouls and like rose up,
Lovely.
started eating the dead.
Hey.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
All right.
I think we start making our way out of...
With that, you guys have cleared this whole place.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, do we want to make one last look around, see if there's anything...
The shield, by the way,
Yep.
is +1.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Let's see.
Pretty valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And it clearly looks like it, right? Like if that bandit guy that you just made a deal with had seen this, oh, he definitely wouldn't have laughed about that.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's like a knight's shield. It doesn't have like a like coat of arms or anything on it, or any colors or anything like that. Nothing to identify somebody. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can tell that the faint aura of magic coming off of it just is a +1 effect.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
So it's a very, very good shield.
Dope.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you guys are able to find that. Beyond that, you were able to clear the Scriptorium.
Do you want to just head out?
So what's next?
Do you want to head out, or do we want to mess with the bullywogs?
I'll see if they need help.
Maybe. We could use some allies in our quest for this anti-hero arc that we seem to be going
So
on.
you wanna go talk to them?
Yeah, let's go talk to them.
All right.
We haven't fully cleared this yet. It's mostly clear.
Yeah.
Leave no stone unturned, damn it.
Right.
Right about there. Where do you want to go in? Because you know that if you turn to the right, it goes back to the entrance.
Yeah.
You see Karen slowly slithering her fat ass out of there.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of
She's
just start
pretty
walking.
full at this moment, hence
Kinda
the
just-
wide ass.
And you said the light is the moon, right?
Yeah, the sun's starting to come up.
So I think we kind of walk towards one of those and try to talk to them, like maybe walk up to like right there. Like right here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Clove thinks this is a terrible idea, buddy.
Why do you think it's a terrible idea, Clove?
Well, first of all, they're really hard to talk to. They don't speak common very much, and they really are just insular. They keep to themselves. they mine fungus and the flies that it attracts, and that's what they do.
I could really freak them out and use my awakened mind because I can talk to them without understanding their language.
I mean, they speak common.
Okay.
She said they speak. She said they just don't speak it well.
Okay.
Like they're hard to understand, but.
So yeah, we'll go walk up to them and try to be like, hey, y'all.
As soon as you get, I'm gonna kind of bring you guys in a little closer and put you in more marching order.
Yep.
Oh, bring the fucking ghoul with you.
The ghoul's our buddy now.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys move into that space, they immediately shout, "Stop!
We just want to help.
We do not want your help! We want you to stay away! We do not need help!"
Just kind of look at each other, shrug it off, and just head towards the exit. We tried.
I thought you were trying to close the cave.
We can do this without your help!
Try and do it without our help. Take forever.
I mean, do you want to like try and make a check or something, or usually that's how these things go.
I guess, yeah. We try to make a persuasion check. Well, we're trying to be nice. They're going to be a dick about it.
Right?
I mean, you were told that's what they were going to do.
17 plus. What am I?
Persuasion?
Plus nothing.
17?
Yep.
Okay.
7 plus nothing.
Okay.
Real persuasive over here.
Yeah.
And so you say that, fine, let it take forever.
Yeah.
We'll just leave then. And you hear one of them go. And the other one goes, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so I guess at this point we just head out of the cave.
Yeah, we're gonna start like turning around and walking away then.
All right, you start heading out and walking away, and all of a sudden, something comes out of nowhere and wraps around Oki.
Oh no!
And that's where we'll end.
No!
Ending there now?
Fuck!
I'd say it's my computer's like, you're done.
Yo, it's over. Thank you all for coming.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate you guys being
Thank you,
here.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you again to Kara for taking our pictures. And we really, really appreciate everybody being here. Like I said, this was our first recorded episode. So we're going to get this all edited and put together, and we're going to see how it looks. And hopefully this Sunday we will be debuting this on Twitch. Regardless, I will be in the chat, so we can sit here and
I'll
talk.
bet that we're all probably be in the chat.
We'll probably all be in the
It's
chat.
actually
Yep.
chat this time.
So yes,
So that'll be fun.
yes. So thank you all again.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.